Our Daisy gave birth today and she had the smallest baby that we have ever seen. We'll jump right into it. Daisy's pushing. Holy cow, that's tiny. The smallest I've ever seen. That is the smallest for sure. I don't know if that's gonna make it. That's so tiny. Oh, it's tiny. Holy cow. That's the smallest we've ever seen. I don't know if that one's gonna be able to make it. It's so tiny. It's tiny. It's alive. That's a boy. That is a tiny boy. Holy cow. Daisy gave us 2 more. We are just blown away by this first baby. He's the smallest we've ever had born by far. I'd guess a pound, maybe less. He seems good. He's holding his head up, keeping his eyes open. Just gotta try to keep him warm. Blow him away. He likes it. We brought him inside just to make sure that he is dry and maintains temperature so that he can take milk. If they drop their temperature below 101.5, then they can't digest the milk. So we brought him in, dried him off, just so that the wetness doesn't bring his temperature down.
Got our brand new tiny little boy. I put him on the nipple, and he is latched right away and having his first lunch. Going to town, getting some strength so he can try walking for the first time.
Did he just latch right on?
Yeah, we have babies that you try to get them to latch, and they fight and fight and fight. They don't know what you're trying to do. You just don't know if he's actually able to get anything out of there. So I'll squeeze a little in to make sure he's getting something.
This guy here is normal. That's normal size. And this guy is just tiny. 14.4 ounces. He just drank, ate his first meal, no problem. So our new little buddy that was born yesterday, he made it through the night. I got up every couple of hours and made sure he had something to eat. My main concern was that he wouldn't be able to process the food and be able to poop and pee. He pooped great. He's peeing great. Those are the 2 main things we're watching for, and then just maintaining his temperature to make sure he stays warm enough. When they're this little, they're really fragile. Our margin for error is pretty small, so things have to be perfect for him. We're just gonna keep a really close eye on him as long as he's fragile like this. He's doing really well, holding his own head up. He's standing up and walking around better than he did yesterday. I'm not as nervous as I was yesterday. Update on the little guy. He is doing just fine. We're 2 days in now. Here's his big brother. Here's our little tiny guy. He's just tiny. Tiny. It's just mind-blowing. He's so small. He's doing great. He hasn't started hopping yet, but he can stand up on his own and walk around. So when he was first born, we weighed him. He was 14.4 ounces. We have a chart that tells us how much they need to be able to eat in 24 hours at that age and how often they need to eat. With his size, he gets 2 to 3 ounces a day of milk. He's not able to nurse from mom, so we milk mom, and then I feed him through the night 9 milliliters of milk every 2 hours, which gets us right between 2 and 3 ounces. Out of a syringe, yeah?
Out of a 3 cc syringe, yep, tiny. And he's happy every time I feed him. We're about to weigh him just to see how many pounds he's put on. He's definitely gained some weight. He's been doing well. He's been eating, pooping, sleeping. So we're anxious to see just how much he's grown. 15 ounces. He's gained a half an ounce. We're gonna go ahead and give him a feeding. So what I usually do is I fill up this glass cup about halfway with water, put it in the microwave until it's hot. Then I fill up this syringe case with milk, and once the water is hot, I put the cold milk in there to check to see if the temperature's good. I fill up the syringe, drip a couple drips on my hand to see how it feels. As long as it's not hot, we're good to go. Just needs to be warm.
And this is the routine every 2 hours at night? 2 to 3 hours?
2 hours if I wake up. If I don't wake up, then he'll wake me up crying for food. He's smacking his lips already. So I open up his mouth.
He knows the deal.
He gets really, really emphatic about it right at the start, and then he kind of slows down a little. It's pretty big for his mouth, so I can understand why it's not so easy. At his weight, he gets 9 to 15 milliliters at a time. I've also added a probiotic powder to this. Should help get his system running the way that it needs to. It's really important that I make sure that he doesn't choke on it and aspirate. That can lead to pneumonia, which would be really bad for him. Oh, that's tasty. I didn't know that a goat this tiny could even be alive. He's ready for a nap now.
We got little buddy here. When we bring him out to the farm, we like to feed him off on a mom. And he is already chowing down. We named him Littlefoot. It's good to see him thrive. We never thought that a goat that small would thrive in the way that he is. It just makes me happy to see him happy and healthy.
More updates to come.